things off, I'd like to welcome Sharon Steele. We're talking about Make Music Rhode Island. We're going to talk a little bit about the overview, what's happening. This is the first one in Rhode Island, but not the first one ever worldwide. Sharon, how are you?
It's good to see Molly.
It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us in the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center.
Thank you for having us.
And you beat the rain in, so good for you.
I did, but not by much.
Not by much. All right, tell me what's happening. Make Music Rhode Island. This is so fun. June 21st. Give us the deets.
Okay, here it is. 35 years ago in Paris, who, of course, Paris is a city that loves music, decided that they should have a fête de la musique where they could celebrate music and expose different kinds of music to all of their citizens. So they created this amazing festival where people would play music on porches, patios, sidewalks, cafes, everywhere, and just enjoy each other, come together. It was free. There were professionals, there were amateurs, there were kids like hitting pots and pans.
Awesome.
It was awesome, exactly.
Just good vibes, right?
It was great vibes. It was a happy time for everybody. So it was so successful that, of course, France, who does it better than anybody else, made it a national holiday. Okay. Now, we're not that lucky here.
We don't just get those for nothing.
We don't get those for nothing. Okay, so, but what did happen is there are now 750 cities, 120 countries, 38 states, and this year we were invited to be number 39.
Awesome!
Isn't that great?
Cool.
Yeah. So there is a Make Music Alliance in Brooklyn, actually, a gentleman by the name of Aaron Friedman, and he runs this all over the country. And the amazing thing about the way this works is that there are apps. So if you are a musician, you go into the website and you say, hey, I play guitar and I'm looking for a place to play. And then there's another app for the venues, and they can go in and say, hey, I'm this cafe, I would love to have classical guitar, let's say. So they make their own matches.
That's so cool.
And then technology is amazing. I can't help you with that, but it works. It
Apparently
really
I can't even turn my phone off.
Yeah, well,
so.
I'm in the same boat.
Sorry.
So Stephen Pryor, who's the Secretary of Commerce, who you know well, asked us when Aaron Friedman came to visit in early March if Building Bridges would curate it, since we have been doing a lot of placemaking and activating on, obviously, the 195 corridor. So we, of course, said yes, we would be thrilled to do it. And so Olin Thompson and I sort of started, or got the ball rolling, so to speak, and we are thrilled to say that we have this happening in 8 cities in Rhode Island. We have 60 performers and 30 venues.
Wow.
We have 8
This is
venues.
the first time, too.
This
you were able
is
to pull this all together.
inaugural. Okay, we just pulled out all the stops. So it is free. And the most wonderful thing is that it is happening at different times, obviously, in Rhode Island, depending upon what city you're in.
Okay.
We are going to have a really special event at Water Place Park, where we are going to have 5 sets of performers.
So right downtown.
Right downtown on the river. Just amazing place. Everybody say, do a little, yes, it must be beautiful weather. We must have beautiful weather. Okay, so it starts at 5 p.m.
Okay.
And it ends at 10 p.m.
And this is just the one downtown, right?
Just
in
this
Providence.
Water Place. But there are other venues in Providence, and so you should go onto the website, Make Music RI, and you will find where the rest of them are. And they literally start in Cumberland, and they go to Westerly, so they're everywhere.
This is so fun.
It is so fun. And the response has been extraordinary. There's lots of excitement. And we are very happy and feel quite privileged to be able to curate the event. So today we thought it would be kind of fun if you had some live music to get a little flavor for what's going to happen.
That's right.
And these lovely musicians are from East Greenwich.
That's right. They're from Foster. We found that. So we're going to, in just a moment, introduce the Billy Harpin Band from Foster, and they're going to be playing in East Greenwich. Talk to me, before you go, Sharon, talk to me just a little bit about, so we have the communities that will have bands in them: Providence, East Greenwich, Westerly, Pawtucket, we got Cumberland,
East Providence.
We were going over, we can't even keep track.
Well, exactly. And we're adding them as we speak. And we will keep adding them until Wednesday. Now, the whole big thing about Wednesday is June 21st, which is the summer solstice, which is the longest day in the year. So that will be the date it is celebrated every single year. So this is our inaugural. We would like to start with a big bang. We invite everyone to come out of their offices downtown or make a date, plan to stay out, eat and drink in all of our great restaurants, and enjoy the music. And the music is extraordinary. This morning we had groups. We had a classical guitarist. We had a wonderful cellist playing with another guitarist.
So
we have this great group, Cowboy and Lady. Tyler James is part of the Silks, and he and Jess, they sang, and lots of them playing original music. So it's pretty fabulous.
And I just think that I really like this concept. I like this idea that it really just builds a sense of community.
Correct.
It builds that sense of, like you mentioned, go on, enjoy the restaurants and enjoy the music. But I like the fact, I was reading a little bit about this, and you mentioned it too, that really anyone can participate.
Anyone.
You don't have to be a professional. You can be
Absolutely
a kid. Just
not.
go out, be on the sidewalk.
Absolutely not. So we encourage everyone to come out, open the porches. All restaurants today have those wonderful glass doors.
Oh, I love that.
And it's, they'll open them up, and so they'll spill onto the street, and we are very excited.
So as we move forward closer to Wednesday, you're announcing more and more musicians. Was there any criteria for people to get involved, to participate, or was it just kind of like, hey, you want to be involved, let's do it, let's make it happen?
Absolutely. And this is kind of interesting to set it up with these apps, because it really is grassroots.
Yeah.
So it is driven by the music makers and by the people who host the venues, and they make their own matches, and we just kind of, keep it all moving. And so far, we have been extraordinarily happy. The quality of the musicians is really pretty amazing. For instance, in Providence, the Children's Museum is going to have an all-children's event.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
So there is something for everybody. And I won't even get into it, but there is this group that does something with rolling pins. I swear to you in Narragansett, you're not going to believe it, but you need to go on the website and check it out.
I love that. So the website is
Make Music Rhode Island, and it's going to have a / whatever. But if you go in Make Music Rhode Island, you link it, and then everybody will be able to get in. But we want everyone to come.
And I think the best part about all this is it's free. So you have free access to live, wonderful entertainment with the local artists participating in a beautiful day, longest day of the year, so let's all go out and enjoy it, right?
Right, and I will tell you that the closing band at Water Place is Mark Cutler and his Men of Great Coverage.
He's excellent.
My God, they are
excellent.
Incredible. And for those of you who are as old as I am, remember the Screamers? That's what they started as. That would be, you weren't here then. It was, you're way too young.